then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Now then, you're all right, everyone. Hello, it's me, Ted. Just doing my live show and that like do on Thursdays. Sorry about that. On my Facebook and my YouTube channel and that. So give us a shout, say hello and all that shite. You know what I mean. You like my footy top? How proper class is that? I look a little bit like Marco van Basten, don't I? You know what I mean. So I thought I'd go the full hog. We'll talk about it later when Mala eventually gets here. He's done it again. You may remember, not last week, the week before, he made a colossal hookup on his broadband, and he was with me earlier on in the virtual green room, and we were chatting, and then he just cut off. I think he opened up some type of like virus Trojan porn or something like that on his computer, and yeah, that's what happened. It kicked him out of the show, and he hasn't returned yet. So I don't think he's going to come back. So it might just be me tonight, and I know possibly 26.8% of you tune in, especially for Mala. So I hope you stick around and watch the show with me tonight. Let's have a little look what's going down in the comments. Here we go. Here we are. Let's have a look. My mate Mido, who's in Texas. Oh, he's in Texas, over in America. That's my American accent there. Calling me a star. Cheers, Peter. You know what I mean? Oi, you doyles. Oh, you're well, lads. That's from the Orgaman, Charlene. We love Charlene. Evening, young Ted. Hello, Mark. Oh, hello, Kate. I like you, I do. What's this here? John, is it really beef savers? Hey up, Ted. How's things and the like? I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Oh, he's here. Man, I'm just going through the comments.
Hello, can you hear me, Ted?
People. You what, mate? Can you hear me, Mala? He can't hear me. What a bell whiff, you know what I mean? Can you hear me, man? Have you got your volume turned up? Oh, look, right, this is embarrassing, man, you know what I mean? He's gone again. He's fucked off again. I'll go through the comment. I think he's playing tricks on me, the silly Doyle, you know what I mean? Michelle Preston, you can piss off. Simple as that. All right there, Graham. All right, mate. Oh, I told you to piss off. I heard he took Big Fat Julie. He better not be taking Big Fat. It's his sister, though, Mark. So don't be suggesting that to Scotland or anything. I know it's like we're from Middlesbrough, but we're not all like that. You know what I mean? Now, Glenn up the Borough lad, get in there. So good. What's this here? Oh, Ted Doyle, Marco van Basten. I'm going to knock you out. If I see you down the town, Stuart, because I know you're regularly going to Greg's in every town, I'm going to get you in $1 million dream. I really am, you know what I mean? Mick McGowan there, evening, mate. Stuart, yeah, it's getting late in Dubai, by the way. Can you spark this up a bit early in the future? I tell you what, Stuart, just because you're working offshore in Dubai, your tax-free sex haven or whatever it is, don't be telling me how to run the show, because otherwise I don't go over to Dubai and tell you how to flash your Breitling around a swimming pool, do I? You know what I mean? So there you go. We've got Mal's got some activity going on in the green room. I think Mal's trying to get back in. I'm going to make him wait for a bit. You know what I mean? I think the Malay Scruffy Get You still on Comcast. I think he is. I might sack him, Colin. I might. He's a Doyle. You know what I mean? So there you go. Listen, I want you all to do me a favour, right? I'm just dropping a nice little link into the chat there called the Sock Sensation, right? I I want you to give him a follow on Facebook, and I want you to share this live stream on your Facebook, on your pages, and I'm going to pick a winner to win a pair of these Parmo socks. That's right, socks with a Parmo on. The Sock Sensation have sent me Parmo socks, beer socks as well, and they've also sent me some fried egg socks as well for, if you like a good fried egg sandwich, or if you've got no breasts. So the good socks then. So all you've got to do is go over to put the link in the comments there, the Sock Sensation. Just give the Facebook page a follow, but also share this live stream now. I will only pick a winner who's done both. So share it around so we get more people watching, then more people will enter the competition, more people will buy socks, and we're all fucking winners then, aren't we? I keep burping, it's just Guinness. I've got it off the market. I don't know if it's like proper Guinness or not, because it's spelled with a J. A bit weird, isn't it? Right, we're going to try one more time and see if Mala is going to work here. Here we go. Can you hear me, Mala?
Well,
you absolute bellwith. What have you been doing, mate?
Well, right. You're on the phone at the minute because do you know the man from the co-op who comes and collects all the money?
Yeah.
Well, he come down, didn't he? So brought back, we had to pretend we were out because we were in loads of debt with him. Do you know what I mean? So I was hiding behind the settee then, and she turned off the router and everything, so it all went tits up.
The milkman from the co-op?
No, man, there's a bloke who comes round and he has a little book and he's like, hey, Mala, you owe us a tenner. And it's usually I do, like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't work for the co-op. I just see him in there all the time.
Stacking shelves and debt collecting.
Do you know that petrol garage near Leaving Bank? That's when I'm like cycling and fuel down there.
Mala, do you like my footy top? People are calling me Marco Van Bastard on here.
Well, it looks class, man.
I'm going to give you a little side mouth trick here, right? You know what I mean? Like, listen, if you want to get yourself an exclusive footy top, right, and then you don't want to keep it, just do what I do and like leave the tags on. You know what I mean? And then, then you can send it back after the tournament.
Yeah, that's what I do with my boxer shorts and that. Look,
no, don't show us them, mate.
Well, I keep the tags on.
Your Scallywags classics.
Ted, is that a butter top as well? Because it has a lion on it.
It's the Netherlands.
Are these lads the same as? Is that the same as the lads the Hollands?
Yeah.
Like, so hang on. So which one is it then?
That's all of like the smoke over there as well.
And that lion there, that's a representation of like remember last time we were there and I had that scrap with a border guy.
Oh yeah. Do you know what it is?
It looks exactly like that.
It looks like he's doing, the Teen Wolf dance what we did a couple of weeks ago.
Don't talk about Teen Wolf because he died, didn't he?
Every time we talk about Teen Wolf, a member of the cast dies, and I'm hoping Michael J. Fox is still around now after we've said that.
Well, you see, every time we do something like that, Ted, something like this happens.
Normally, I'd start picking off the people in the shit sequel, but I quite like the guy in Teen Wolf 2. He's class in Ozark and stuff, so...
I've never even seen Teen Wolf 2. What's that all about?
It's shit, mate, basically. It's just a lad who goes through puberty.
Is it not like when the guy...
and then Bub's a wolf.
Is he like that lad in your year who, like, you'd be in the showers when he was 11 and he had a proper pubic thatch?
Mala, that was your PE teacher.
Well, that's why you should never. That's why you should never go at the beads. Honestly, no. Yeah, wasn't there? There was always a lad at school, Ted, who had like a proper schlong, didn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like he had a massive cock, like and balls, yeah. And like I was like 11 or like 10 or something, and I'd only have a little winky, and it'd be like I'd have no hair on it or out, and I used to draw them on. Do you remember?
Yeah, in red biro.
Well, of course I did. You know why you wanted in red biro, don't you?
Who
was the coolest person that we knew when we were kids? I'm going to help you out, Ted. It was the Kurgan from Highlander. Do you remember the lad? Who, like,
I would never have guessed that, I'll be honest.
Well, yeah, it's a unique guess, right? But you remember the Kurgan from Highlander, right? When he was in church, he did what I wanted to do with all the nuns when we had to go to church. you know, when he's talking to your lad in church and then he goes, "La, la, 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 la." Yeah, he's class.
Like that, yeah.
And he had proper like class ginger hair, but he shaved it off. So then I was like, right, that's it. I'm going to have Kurgan pubes, which is good because, do you know what I mean? It was like I didn't want to lose the head either.
This explains a lot, Mala, because when we went nun hunting in that church and we couldn't find any, you were doing that to choir boys. So
you know,
I've just said to everyone, Mala, I've just said they need to share the stream and like the fantastic sock sensation, and they're going to win. If someone's going to win a pair of Palmo socks, look at them. And the smell of bechamel sauce as well, which is great.
Like, I tell you what, right? You can win them if someone can recite the song to Sensible World of Soccer's. Do you know when it came out, that class game, Ted? Do you remember the song that he used to have on the
It's about World of Soccer, that one.
No, it was more like goal scoring superstar hero.
Oh, yeah, that was it, yeah.
Well, I was playing it the other day, wasn't I?
That's class, that, Mala. What have you been doing today anyway? Let's share with the viewers some insight into the life of Mala.
Well, to be honest, today I've mainly been hiding out because the weather has been atrocious. It's either been dead sunny or it's been pissing down with rain. That's all.
I had hailstone where I live, mate. Did you have hailstone?
We had hailstone. Well, we're from Teesside though, so hailstone's just like hard rain, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's just like Teesside rain.
It's just unfinished rain. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of trade.
You were a bit Dutch then, you know, Ted. You were a bit Steve McLaren when you just spoke to us then.
Well, you know, I like to drink the Guinness.
Well, who was the other one? The Muppet who did that? Joey Barton, wasn't it?
Yeah, he pretended to be French, didn't he?
Well, he just don't wash for a couple of weeks and you pretend to be French.
Mala, that's racist.
No, it isn't. It's not. It's
listen, I've scuttled a few French girls and they always smell beautifully clean. Bit airy, but nice and clean. You know what I mean?
All the ones I've seen in all them movies are like proper go for it. It's class.
What? You mean your French porn?
No, man. You know, like Hello, Hello. Like, there's that little one, isn't there?
You used to love me, didn't you? Off Hello, Hello.
Just trying to be realistic, Ted.
Let's have a look at your mug there. Who have you got on there?
Well, this is what I've gone into hock for, you see. Like, look, it's every Middlesbrough. It's all of the tops, like, look, the class.
All the footy tops.
All the footy tops.
Is that being given to you free to sell merchandise like I have with the socks, or have you nicked that?
No, I've stolen it, obviously. No one gives me no for free. So, what's on the socks then? Have you talk through that?
Yeah, I've been through. We got the Palmo. We got the beer.
That beer looks like it's the cock upside down there. By the way,
we've got your lass's tits.
She'd be furious. She knows. Like, yeah, the massive tits, right? But
yeah, the nipples thing I brought back.
Yeah. But they're spread out because of the size of her back. So if she was on a normal backed woman, they'd be massive, man. They'd be huge. She
has probably got the widest back I've ever seen.
It's class, man. It's wicked. Two of us can get on there. It's wicked.
Yeah. Well, people are enjoying the sock catwalk, what they did there. All you need to do is share this stream and go across and like the sock sensation. I put the link in the Facebook comments. Just go and like them and order some socks off them. It's Father's Day on June the 20th. Get them in early, you know what I mean?
Well, aye.
So I've had a bit of a shave, man. Can you? I mean, I had my jab at Darlington Football Stadium the other day, and you might as well have kicked me in the bollocks and did a human shit down my throat because I was so ill, mate, for nearly 2 days afterwards.
I did that, Ted. Can I leave you for 1 second? I've got a surprise.
Go on then.
I'll be back in a minute. All right.
All right. Go in. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I've had my first COVID jab and it absolutely murdered me. Has anybody else had the Vauxhall Astra one? Because it fucking knacks. My arm's still dead. You know what I mean? It was tough. It was tough trying to get through home and away on my own with the dead arm. Right, hang on. Here we go. He's back. Hang on. Are you all right?
Well, I've got it sorted.
Good. What's your surprise?
Well, just that I was on a better screen there. I wasn't on the phone. That was the surprise.
That's all. Honestly. You know what I mean? People are saying, hang on, what's it? Kate's birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday, Kate. 41. Oh, hey, I tell you, if I was 8 years older, I'd be interested. I'm the same age, love, you know what I mean? So,
I'm also 41, but you
have
can't.
a great birthday, Kate. And if you want me to send Mal around in a cake to jump out wearing nothing but a caveman outfit, that can be arranged, can't it, Mal?
Well, no, not like last time. It was a Kendall mint cake. It was like just a proper rock hard sweet, and I couldn't move. I was in there for days, man.
You couldn't get out of it.
No, it was horrible.
That was obviously the correct technique for jumping out of a purpose-built cake. There. Boom, boom. In case you didn't realise there. Mick McGowan's had his. He's having his second one on 6th of June night. I'll wait outside there, making mug you. The week one, like,
what's he having a second one of?
We're talking about all COVID jabs, Mala. You know.
Yeah, man, didn't I, Ted? Because do you know they needed to trial them on people? Well, I said, well, I'll have something for free. So it was the drugs, so I thought it'd be class, and it was.
Yeah, it wasn't a correct trial at Low Wallet, Mala, was it? That was just some bloke trying out some new levels of spice.
There was bad spice on Teesside the other day.
Oh,
about.
Yeah, there was loads of bad spice kicking around. You know what I mean? If you're unfamiliar with what's going on there, there's loads of side mouth on Teesside at the minute.
Side mouth.
And loads of grassing on Teesside live, just in case you're wondering. You know what I mean? We've got just so you're there, win some Parmo socks, share this stream and follow the sock sensation. That's the X1, you're not having them there, man. Parmo one there and the sock sensation on Facebook. And I'll post them out to you if you win. I might even come round wearing nothing but them socks and post my penis through your letterbox. I won't because listen, Mala, I respect women and I'm not like that guy who's in trouble for doing the things.
Listen, are you well, right? Listen, like we're all Teesside and we are proud, aren't we? Right? Everybody in here, don't be a bellwith. Or what's the woman type of a bellwith? A smelly myth. Don't be a bellwith or a smelly myth, right? Listen, we're all Teesside and we're all proud, right? And we don't need to be like doing daft stuff. When we do jokes, the jokes aren't there. Yeah. Do you know what I mean, Ted? It's like everybody's so woke nowadays.
Yeah, there might be jokes. Just depends if you choose to laugh at them or not. You know. So, we've got a news story that we're going to talk about. You'll have seen it in the news. It's an interesting one. I think it's true, and I've got the proof. And the headline is "Big Conk, Big Bonk." And this is the news story, Mala, isn't it? That there is scientific evidence that if you have a big nose like me, you'd have a massive peckerwood. And you've seen mine, haven't you, Mala? And it's not to be sniffed at.
I wouldn't sniff it, no. It's more like, right, it's very long.
Long and thin, isn't it? It's like a pig's.
It's like, you know, if you needed to get inside a very lock and you need to get all the way in, like one of them old doors. It's like one of them.
I picked a couple.
It's not a bad looking willy though, Ted, but it's not like, I don't know if that's true because I don't have a particularly big nose, but I've got quite a big schlong.
Yeah, but you've heard the rumour about people with little eyes, don't you? People with little eyes have a different coloured penis, which...
That is... No, well...
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, Mala's penis is a total different colour to the rest of his body.
It's true. I'll show you if you want.
No, we don't want to see it. We don't want to see it. I'm just saying, imagine if you're in, I don't know, Wix DIY, and you're going through the colour charts, and you come across a colour shade, probably can only be described as nutmeg praline. That is Mala's pecker colour.
I'd go for more teak sideboard. That's the one I usually like to say. When birds go, what's that? And I'll go to my teak sideboard. Right.
Do you think that this scientifically proven fact, also translates into women. Like if they have a bigger mouth, they have a bigger down south.
A bigger mouth, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Bigger
Girls,
opening.
is there any lads? Is there anything that particularly like if you've got a bigger opening or whatever? And is that a bad thing? I mean, you never hear this on Kilroy or any of them proper telly things, do you? I mean, let's talk about what we need to be talking about here on Teesside. I mean, what constitutes a wide fanny? I mean, has anyone ever asked this before? No, hang on, right? Yeah, you just said then, right, didn't you, that you don't want to be like nasty to people because like that actor lad, he has been, hasn't he? And fair play to him. Allegedly, if that's the case, and I'm not happy with that. But right, if it's all right for like, the News of the World or whoever it is saying, yeah, if you have a big nose, you have a big cock. Well, yeah, what's a wide slice? Why haven't we talked about that question yet?
Do you know what? I'm waiting to land my first TV advert where I get to use a nasal spray, just because I've got like a model's nose.
Just so it's because you do loads of beak, Ted. Just
do not do that. Let's have a look what's going on the chats, the shit chat. Let's have a look. Here we go. The lovely Yvonne's watching. Hello, Yvonne.
Wizard sleeve.
Yeah, there we go.
These are not.
Scott's telling her not to watch. You see, that's his mum.
We've
got another scientific sort of tool in the box here as well from Graham, and he said if you can get your head in, it's wide. That's a good.
I want to know actual like measurements. Like I want to know what constitutes a wide slice. Right, because if you have 7 or 8 inches of peckerwood, you're all right, aren't you? 9 or 10, and that's a bit greedy. I think 7 or 8 inches, that's a big one, right, for me. But right, what's a big slice? Like, how wide do you have to be before people go, "Hey, lad, I'm not doing that"?
What is the optimum diameter of a slice?
Exactly. This is what we need to be known, girls. Right? Is there anyone out there? And I'm being serious here. This is a serious question. We will take the debate where Teesside Live won't.
Yeah, and it's true. And we're not doing this in a misogynistic manner.
No,
it is a scientific discussion.
It's science. Everyone knows it.
Science. People are really getting into the ins and outs of this now. People are asking, does that mean on the slack?
Leon again there is talking about a Todger, where we're moving on now because we're going to put it firmly to women here and say...
That method, I agree with that. 4 fingers.
No, because some people have fatter fingers and others don't they?
Listen, my Julie goes through a multi-pack.
Then that's I've seen
chunkies.
I've seen it before. I've seen it happen.
It's now progressed into people all commenting for their own phrases and sayings of people having big tuppences. So I'm not going to put them up on screen. Phrases like welly top and echoes of being used again, and that's not good. So
well, no, Ted, but right, it just, do you know what though? For once in the technological world, we've actually brought a proper debate to the airwaves. None of this PC stuff. We're talking about wide slices and long todgers. I mean, we've all got them, haven't we?
We've all experienced them, whether it was at childbirth or growing up.
Yeah, listen, right? I like a wide slice. I do. I don't like. No, I do. I like a nice big wide slice. That's my favourite. When you go to Greg's, you don't go, "Oh, give us a little thin slice of that." There you go. Give us a big slice. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think that's where the phrase comes from? A wide berth.
We give her a wide berth. Well, maybe it might be. It might be.
Because you came out sideways, didn't you?
Yeah. Well,
out your mum's ass.
Ted, that's because they had to cut her in a certain way. That's not my mum's fault. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I hope my mum
Backstreet Babies, weren't you? You know what I mean?
I hope my mum isn't watching. I mean, this is was that the mayor of Teesside there getting involved?
Just measured his last 11 centimetres.
What's that?
She's small. I thought it was about height. Sorry.
That's all right,
Is it? Is that 11 centimetres? That's not 11 centimetres, that's 30. 11 centimetres is like that. Hang on.
No, Ted, it isn't. It's like 11 centimeters. It's like that, isn't it? I don't know. Do you want me to get a ruler?
No, let's
sure.
not get into this. Let's not get into this. You know
I've
what
got
I
one
mean?
in the shed.
Someone's just nailed it on the head there. It is factual and funny, and that's what we do try to achieve here on the live Thursday shows, as well as the Wednesday podcast.
It's
And if you've not listened to Wednesday, man, I'm doing that fucking advert here. If you're not listening to Wednesday's show, download it on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean. I don't know, Google. Just talk to Amazon. Say, give us the TED Talks, the Ted Hankey podcast, and listen to it. This week is very funny. The Offshore Boys are back visiting the Offshore Elders as well. It's a funny episode. There's not many left of them. We're nearly at 100 episodes. That was episode 95. So tune in, download it, share it, enjoy it, give us your feedback, that type of thing.
I'm going to say what I was going to say then. It is, in fact, factual. It was a factual and funny talk about fannies and cocks.
Well,
And what do you mean?
we all want to know the answer to. Charlene's got a small one. So that's good to know. Thanks, Charlene.
C-section. What did she put up there? I can't read that again because I can't read as fast as you.
I'm not wide. I'm small.
I'm small. Well, that's nice. I mean, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing being wide or small, but hang on. Is it a bad thing if you have too much of a big willy? Like, have anyone ever asked that? I mean, are we lads from Teesside? We all know we've got big dongs because we're from Teesside, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, of course. Everyone knows that.
We blow on it, and if it opens up like a windsock, just get out there. It's wrong. This is a wrong discussion, Mala. We've gone in the wrong direction here.
We've gone in the right direction. This is people power.
We've went from fried egg full-on flange debate here. This isn't good.
You know that it's my mission to get you banned off Facebook again.
Not again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Because I can be a detractor, knowing that I don't care what social media says about me. So,
remember, you can win some socks from the Sock Sensation, Parmo Socks. Just share this post and like the Sock Sensation on Facebook. I will be checking, and I'll be picking a winner, and then I'll be dropping the socks off for the winner.
You should have, like, lads, you have to show Ted, send a picture to Ted of your best sock covering your cock.
No, I don't want no cocks. Don't be sending them. You know what I mean? Because there'll be loads of grassing going on.
You get loads of cock pictures to Ted.
The police will come and take my computer, and I'll get done. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, my lad. Yeah, so we're all excited now. The pubs are open again and everyone's having a laugh.
They're not fully open yet, Marla, but it's a good point that because they do open up to 50% capacity on May the 17th. And I've got some comedy shows coming up, haven't I? So as from June the 25th in Bigger and Bigger, you can see me hosting 3 fantastic comedians. Or is it 4?
Can I go to that one, Ted?
Oh, you can come, yeah. 4 fantastic comedians and me. And that's class. Tickets are on sale on my Facebook page. Just go to the events page and find it there. And then in July, I've got a secret TV headliner coming, and my mate Nigel, who was one of the best comedians on the circuit. And that's on July the 30th. And they're selling fast, but not to forget, Mala, what's coming up alongside the Euros. And we've got our What a Worldie podcast starting, which will be at the end of May and running all the way through the Euros live on Facebook and YouTube. Me and Mala in a pub together with guests and music and just loads of madness. It's going to be mint, isn't it?
Ted, I've used my connections, as you know, because I'm connected with all the Eastern European lads because of, obviously, as you know, everyone doesn't know that I'm actually factually from that part of the world. Anyway, I've only got Zilad Nemeth on the phone, haven't I, for one of them? Just don't tell anyone, though.
I'm trying to get old Deriva.
What does he owe you money like?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he was very well recently, Deriva, bless him. Honestly.
I lent him some clippers. I better get them back.
No, I don't think he was very well. That's honestly, I thought he was poorly not so long back. Yeah, anyway. From the Eastern European lads, it was all the chatter.
Right, well, I'll change that. I'm going to go for Benito Carboni.
Well, go for him. we had usually the chat. I'm in a big group chat with them all. So there's me, Parmo Kink, and Zilad Nemeth at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Vladimir Kinder wouldn't come in.
He's sex trafficking at the minute.
Yeah. Well, that's basically what our group chat's about. So he needs to get involved.
But like you're determined to get me taken off social media. This is all make my living and build my fan base up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Listen, we're only trafficking condoms. That's what sex trafficking is. They cost a fortune here, so we're smuggling them. Have you never heard of this, Ted?
Do you know what? That would explain why they took down my new jogging site at the traffic lights. Near the Little Boy Park. Because I was calling that traffic sex,
Well, you're not allowed. Well, Ted, right. The thing is, I've got all these condoms, right, that I've smuggled into the country, haven't I? With me and my Eastern European connection, right. But unfortunately, in Teesside, it's a bit like there's two things that they don't fuck with, and the spiders and condoms. So I can't get rid of none of them. So I'm going to have to start selling them somewhere else.
Wait, we've got a question, man. Where did you get your mug from, anyway?
This one, right? I don't know. Somebody got me it and said, "Ian Miller, you've nicked all of these tops off washing lines in the past." So I went, so they got us it back.
Does it not have a stamp underneath it? Not Phil stamp. I mean, on the bottom of it, does it say where it was made? Don't pour a cup of tea over your head.
No, it doesn't. But just go on the internet and type in Maller's mug and see what comes up.
Yeah, it'd be like Amazon or eBay or something like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it was class. Yeah, do you know the strip from 1886 to 90 there? It was just like a choir boy shirt. That's a bit suspect, that, isn't it?
That just looks like a white blouse.
That's what they were wearing. And then that looks like, like your mum used to wear to bed.
How do you know what our mum used to wear?
I was waiting for you to ask us that, Ted. Set you up, Ted.
Good. We've had some lovely comments tonight. Kate's looking to come back to beautiful Teesside. Fingers crossed that she can come to the gig in June. That'll be good. I have got one on in May the 28th, but it's sold out.
Where is Kate? Is she outside the Teesside? You need to ask her.
Yeah.
Have we gone international? Because usually, does this affect my tag or not? Ted, if people can see me outside the Teesside, am I still allowed to be on the air?
That's a good point, that, mate. I don't know whether we're breaking bail and parole with you being, outside of Teesside.
I know Bailey and parole, so I'll tell them both that we're all right.
Oh, she's in Plymouth. There you go.
She is a long way away, isn't she?
Yeah, that's bloody hell. We've gone nationwide, man. I know we sometimes get some people who listen in and watch in Italy and my podcast was #1 in Zambia for 3 weeks, which was a bit weird.
Zambezi. Hey, Ted, can I tell a little story about down that way? I know it's not quite that way. Ted, do you remember after them two Russian lads, Nogachev, them Russians? Do you remember?
We went in Salisbury, and we did that gig over the road in a pub.
We went and did a gig right in a pub, about 2 weeks later, over the road, and there was loads of police cordons still there. And we said to the woman who had the pub, we were like, "What's been happening over there?" And she went, "That's where that Novichok was found." It was class, wasn't it, as well? They all had 6 heads as well down there, so you've got to be careful.
And I found a lovely bottle of perfume in the park, didn't I?
You did, well, it was lovely. And I spoke to them two lads that knew loads about cathedrals. They were mint.
Yeah. Lee said, in this top, I look like Patrick Clipcut. I don't know who that is. You know what I mean? So, very good.
You look like how I'd just draw a Dutchman as well, Ted, to be honest.
What? Hello. Would you like to come and smoke some of this with me in that side? Isn't it?
That is the most racist thing I've ever heard in my life. How dare you speak about the Dutch like that?
That's what the thoughts are on. Come and have a look in the porn show with me. We've got lots of
being stereotypical about tulips and porn shows and smoking ganj. Do you know what I mean? They're well known for miles more things like that, like windmills, Ted. You ever even thought about the windmill?
No.
Do you know what I mean? They were into solar energy well before us, weren't they? Windy.
Not solar. That's hydro. Is what hydro water. Solar is sunlight, and wind.
I thought Hydro was a bad guy out of G.I. Joe, wasn't he?
I don't know, mate. I don't watch cartoons. I'm a grown man.
I do. I still watch them all the class.
Get your clogs out for the girls, Ted. You cheer up, you ginger bastard.
Yeah. But your pubes can be good ginger. Remember the Kurgan?
I'm a big fan of the fire crotch. I really am.
Sorry.
Second thoughts. I'm not.
Right,
no.
everybody, right, go back, right, everyone's homework for next week is to watch Highlander, because I watched it the other day, right, and it's class, because I've lost my job now, haven't I, Ted? So I'm getting another one.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really a job, was it, Mally? You were just stealing milk.
Well, I've had a couple of days off from stealing milk, so I've had nothing to do. So I watched the Highlander, and it was class. Right, so go back and watch it again, and you'll love it.
I like Connery in it, but the others are dog shit.
He's the crappiest one, man, Connery. He's the crappiest one. I like
the only one.
No, the Kurgan should have won anyway. He was minting. He had he just whacked a ram's head on top of himself when he was in Scotland.
I like how when he turns up, he just goes. Rrr!
He's class. And then he's a bit of a punk as well. Do you know what I mean? And what's McLeod? He's an art dealer. Oh yeah, well done, mate. Do you know what I mean? He was
as well, hasn't he? McLeod, flashing Mac.
And Ted, and they're in the wrestling at the beginning because he's watching some wrestling at the beginning, and it's the Fabulous Freebirds that are fighting in their class.
All right, Matt. Fucking don't ruin the whole story for us. You know what I mean? It's a good soundtrack, though. Andrew's just re-established for us there.
It's class. It's Queen's.
Will you Nick Claire Louise a couple of 6 pints of green, please? Drop them
green.
Out.
Well,
mild green.
Very liquid. Yeah, the best Queen soundtrack, I believe, is Flash Gordon, because I think that's class.
I'm going to go with the same.
Flash is class, man. It's wicked. Do you know what I mean? And it's a bit sad, the Highlander one, because it's Who Wants to Live Forever and that. There's none of that in Flash Gordon. There's just loads of like blokes and that attacking, and then you've got your man.
Gordon's alive!
He's class.
Oh, good. Well, it's nearly the end of the show. It's just a quick sort of, just touch base with the fan base.
Well, how deep would be touching base if we're talking about Minges again?
I don't know. We've got some wild ones out there, so we might need the oven mitts on. You know what I mean? So, very good. A lot of regulars tuning in as well. That's great to see. Thank you very much for supporting us. These sort of live shows might just disappear for a little bit, but then they're going to come back with the What a Worldie podcast live on a Thursday in a secret pub location where me and Mala get wrecked and talk about football and flange and stuff. It's going to be bring it up again. Follow it on Facebook and on Twitter. What a Worldie. Just have a look for it, you bunch of bellwhiffs. It's dead simple. And then the podcast, that's from a few episodes ago, that CrossFit Christ. But, just search for TED Talks, a Ted Hankey podcast, and give it a listen on all of your podcast providers.
That was a good in that episode as well. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, they were all good. They're all good apart from maybe the episodes 1 to 6 where I was just finding out to do things and that,
That was when it was a cooking podcast, when it
I don't like this. I can't cook. I'll do some comedy.
It
worked out all right. Good. Right, we'll love you and leave you, viewers. Thank you very much for all your descriptions of vaginas tonight. Usual stuff, and we've got some nice comments there. Class, another top chap, boys. Funny as always. Class. Dutch, wide slice, and Highlander. What more do you need? That's very true, Andrew. You're welcome, Graham. Class, the Lofthouse sessions. Lovely. And I'll answer this, Charlene. My leg is all right now. I can't run, but I can walk fine. But I've still got a tremendously bad calf injury.
I saw him walking. Right, do you know what he walks like? Them lads that are trying to do that fast walk where they don't want to run, but they want to do a quick walk. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm like old Bishop, working out.
That's the one.
It looks like I'm trying to keep a shit in. You know what I mean? So, cheers, Stephen. Believe, yes, Richard. Thank you very much, Deborah. Lovely to hear from you all. Right, Mala, well, we'll leave it there. So same time next week, next Wednesday, new episode of the podcast out. And keep an eye out for tickets going on sale as well, because I'm doing my first solo show in October. It's going to be mint. It's called Secrets of the Side Mouth. And it's all on the Facebook page, so proper class, you know what I mean? Right, we'll see you later. Up the borough and believe. I think that's what it is, isn't it, Mally?
Believe, man.
Believe.